Is 100 million enough money?
Yes, man. I mean, Odell's comments about 100 mil ain't enough to, have generational wealth and keep everything afloat. That's crazy. I think 100 mil. What? I think if someone says that, like that's just all mindset, or you need to get into some new circles. Like you need to be around new people that change your mindset and put you on with new stuff. And you need to be in a new environment. Maybe it's because you still like are trying to play and be on a roster, maybe or something. But you need to get in an investment. If you got 100 mil, you need to be in investment mode. Like that's 100 mil is going a far, 5 mil, 10 mil is going a long way for you to set up. You buying real estate, you buying cash flowing businesses. Um, man, come on now. Like that's going far.
I understand. When you get to that level, I have to imagine you live in a bubble. That comment reeks of him living in a bubble. I don't know how much the amount he said or whatever. I didn't see him say. I didn't read the article, but just the sentiment of it is 1 million is life changing money. $100,000 is life changing money. Like it doesn't matter. Everyone's different, but also like you can take that and then level up using a play or paying off your debt. Like being debt free is a life changing thing. Like there's so many different ways that you can do this. So I just disagree. But I think so. Mello, I think I saw him break it down on his podcast. What he was trying to say, which is, yeah. So if you have that 100 mil, let's say you have that 100 mil, you're already paying at least 35% in taxes. Take out 350. What is that? You said 100 mil. Take out, I don't know, 35 million is already off the table. So now you're sitting there with 75 million? Is
Hmm.
that right? Yeah. So now you got 75 million. Some of that has to go to your agent because they did that. Now you got taxes out the way. What are they taking? 4%? 5%? I don't know what the rate is. So now from that 75, let's say I'll just do my math, quick math, 10, 7, da, da, da. Let's say you're now down to about 65 million. Let's say it's 10 million or something. I'm just spitballing here. So you basically have half of it. And then you got fees and all those other things you're gonna have to pay,
Yep.
for whatever.
Yep.
So now let's just say you have 50 million. And then you gotta buy a house and you got you gotta take care of moms, you gotta do all of these things. You still have more than enough money, but you also have to pay taxes every year. That's not just a one-time thing. So that's what I think he's getting at, which is like, oh, I can't live like I have 100 million. Well, no shit. You just didn't do the math. You just didn't do the work and really like put your money in places and vehicles where it can still grow so that
Exactly.
you have 100 mil, not right now, but in time from now. And that's what we're going to be talking with. We talked about that with Chad actually on here.
Yeah. That's
So go
you
back and
just
check that video out.
Yeah, that's just when you learn from players before you. Like, learn if you're
Hmm.
getting those type of contracts and you have those type of endorsements, that's when you Braun, take some shit
Hmm.
from his playbook where it's like, as I'm playing, I need these people around me so that as I'm getting paid or as this is coming in monthly, it's going into these investments that line up with my values. It might be real estate, it might be a startup company, it might be these things, but now by the time you're done playing or during an injury, whatever, you have this portfolio so that you can still live. If your goal is to live that same lifestyle, okay, well, what is your investments? What are you putting your money into so you can live that lifestyle when you're done playing? That's how I'll look at it.
There's you. So I'm gonna do the math here. So let's say you had 40 million. I'll just do that. 40 million and times 0.05, that's 5%. So you can put your money in a interest bearing account, low 5%. That's 2 million a year passive. So when we talk about diversifying now, someone might not want to put, all that money in there. They might put half of that. All right, put 20 million. So like let's say you have your 60 or 50. Let's say you have 50 left over from that 100 million. Put 2 million
Yep.
even, or no, 20,
Yep.
sorry, put 20 of that into an 5% interest bearing account. That's still 1 million passively every year. Then you have real estate. Then you have Bitcoin or investment or I actually would say S&P 500. Just put your money in the S&P 500 equity fund and just let it go. Like, cause you're going to get maybe 10 to 10%, maybe if you're lucky. But at least 5 to 10% on that. You know, like you can, and you're basically living passively with $3 to $4 million to $5 million a year. So don't tell me that's not enough to live. It might be for your lifestyle that you chose and you did, but you did that without, because you're living above your means versus living below your means. Um, so I would say like live a little bit below your means, and then you
Exactly.
can, so that you can invest and continue to live a happy life.
Exactly.
Um, so yeah, that's how I mean, I just think that there's ways that you can do that. This is not financial advice, obviously. Maybe I need, it is at the bottom. There is no financial advice here. I am not a financial investor. Don't listen to me. Everything goes to zero. I'm a degenerate. So don't listen to me.
Brick by brick.